Hello everyone and welcome to this much more earlier stream than usual, because today it's Gamescom time again, and because Gamescom is the only, well, one of the few, gaming events of the year with game announcements that is done at a reasonable time for European people. We're going to start in 1 hour. That's 8 p.m, 20 o'clock, and it goes to, 10 p.m, 22 o'clock. That's reasonable. I can still have an evening after that. So yeah, welcome to that. To my sleep-deprived existence. We're playing some more Delta Force Hawk Ops. The game that definitely has a name. Oh, those. Wait. Didn't you... Wasn't that for this one event? Oh. Let me check. I have her already. I got her. I got the cute operator, everyone. So if you're wondering, I also have him. So yeah. I guess we can play the Chinese guy. I said give me the pink. Oh, automatically just sundere for me. Yeah, she is cute, she has a good design. Just gonna play her a bit, I guess. Some stuff that happened. First of all, there is not a new map. I suspect there will be a new map, but they added another mode. You can probably think what it is. It is Conquest from Battlefield, obviously. They copied Breakthrough. It's literally breakthrough the enemy, it's breakthrough, and conquest, and the funniest bit was they named this King of the Hill first, and the description also indicated that it was King of the Hill. It was Conquest, and then literally just a few hours later, they were like, yeah, oh, oops, that looked wrong. Maybe we should call it actually. Yeah, maybe you should call it something else. That was funny. How are you doing? Hello, Lena. Yeah, good. Tactical crop top? Very good. Very good indeed. Tommy and Joyous rise up. So yeah, that was welcome to this kind of fucked time. Oh, the tea is done there. Everyone playing the girls and that one fucked up British guy. Yeah. Backless dresses are good. Especially if the girl wearing it has severe back muscles. You're just like, damn. Honestly, I'm still pissed because the thing is, as I said before, they just copied him straight from Falk. And Falk was the German grandma everyone liked. Oh yeah, they have sectors C1 to... Literally! Who did the whole C1, C2 thing? That was definitely not Battlefield 2042.
Engage and get shot.
That was, they did that a long time ago. It was kind of obvious. honestly, I still don't know how long they will take, because, I mean... Okay, funniest bit is, they kind of ran already into a problem, because turns out they cut a character.
Alpha 1 has been
It's probably
captured by
Alabaster.
enemy
Or,
forces.
you know... Okay, let me put it like this. It's probably
Brace yourselves.
either
Prepare for
Alabaster,
countermeasures on my
or
mark.
they're doing everything, they're wrapping up Drum and
Our
then
troops have
doing
taken
Alabaster in
sector
the
Charlie.
third season. Which I think is probably more the case, considering... Let me just put it like this. They cut so much from,
We have taken control of Sector Bravo.
I thought so.
Enemy
It's
troops
Drum, right?
assaulting
They're gonna do
objective
Drum.
Bravo 1.
I mean, here's the thing. From what we know, Netflix was even like, can you maybe cut Tony Chopper or rework him? Because Tony Chopper might just be, you know, a bit too expensive to do all the time. Which, you know, I get it, but also, why are you fucking doing One Piece then?
Enemy attacking objective
It's not like
Bravo 1.
Logton, Reverse Mountain, Whiskey Peak, Little Cat, they're finishing with Drum. Yeah, that makes sense. Alabaster on its own is like the biggest arc on its own. Ironically, it's probably gonna be the cheapest one to produce, if we're honest. You can film it in one location. Okay, now that I think about it, most settings on the Grand Line will be cheaper going forward. Okay, yeah, Gonya, chime in.
They already cut
Enemy
Kate
assaulting
because
one
he
of our
wasn't
objectives.
necessary and too many actors because you need to pay them.
Initiating assault on Alpha 1.
Oh yeah, I know a lot of people say, oh, Krieg was unimportant. You know what? Psych! Egghead arc just came in, and guess who's
lost
back?
control of
Guess
our
who's gonna be a major character going forward again? Yes, fucking Krieg is there. And here's the thing, people...
So technically,
Enemy
What?
troops
so
assaulting
technically you need to
objective Charlie
redo
2.
the whole online thing. Like actually,
Yep, yep, they fucked up.
Enemy has
They
fully
cut something
taken
from the,
Sector Bravo. Hostile now control Bravo 1.
It could be. You know what the problem is,
We
though?
are moving to attack
You know what the
Alpha
problem is?
2.
Drum Island is fucking emotional. Like, let me be clear here.
Enemy troops assaulting
If they,
objective Charlie
the
2.
people are pretty competent that make the series. Drum Island will be such a tearjerker, people will be talking about it for months. Because so many
Enemy
people
have
will
been
be,
pushed
and
off
you
Bravo
know,
1. Prepare for defense.
it's not King, it's Krieg, Don Krieg. And I know, but like,
Charlie
that,
2
yeah, I know.
has been compromised.
Honestly, you know what? I totally get why Netflix went
Under
to
control.
Wit
Enemy
Studios and was
assaulting
like,
one of our
hey, can you maybe just one-to-one remake the One Piece anime? Because like they probably realized after you know, doing the live action thing, no matter how good they do it, it will not be a satisfying you know, conclusion.
Starting to attack
And they just
enemy
rather should
position.
reanimate it, which they are doing. Like they showed the first pictures, and I got so fucking nostalgic for that because, like,
The enemy has fully
god damn it!
control of
Have you seen
Sector
them?
Charlie.
They really look like the comic, just like the manga came to life.
Initiating assault
It's wonderful.
on Charlie 2.
But yeah, no.
Enemy neutralized objective Alpha 1. Enemy have been pushed off Alpha 2. Prepare for defense. Alpha 1 has been captured by enemy forces.
But yeah, one of the funniest bits
We've
is
hit the
like
first quarter mark in our
okay,
operation. This is a
spoilers I
commendable
guess
start.
for the Egghead arc. So, and a bit of for, you know, Roman's Dawn if you haven't seen the East Blue yet. So the thing about Krieg is that he basically was supposed to be the introduction.
Okay, objective Bravo 1.
Roughly.
Enemy has fully
There
taken
are
control
multiple
of
power
Sector
systems in
Alpha.
One Piece. So one is obviously, you know, devil fruits. One is, you know, there is some inherent ability unique to, you know, people. But there's also science and technology. Remember that.
Enemy assaulting
Basically,
one of our objectives.
The e-school was an introduction to all of them. You had people just, you know, with training that was basically Alvida and
We are moving to attack
Morgan.
Charlie 2.
Okay. You had Bunny, Devil Fruits. You had Krieg, who heavily used science and, you know, chemical weaponry, etc. And then you had Arlong, aka, you know, Fishman Superiority. Okay, you also had the cat. They didn't cut the cat for some reason, but Krieg. Goddammit, Krieg was better than a cat. Just hands down, all the time.
Enemy has
And the thing is,
neutralized Bravo
but there's
1.
one key thing about One Piece that you need to keep in mind. The two strongest powers is
The enemy has
determination
fully seized control of Sector Bravo.
and also, you know, living your own dream. This is why someone who empowers
We
people,
have neutralized
like, you know,
Alpha
Luffy,
1.
who
Continue the offensive.
acknowledges that everyone in his crew has their own dream and everyone works together for their own dreams, will have innately a stronger crew than someone who, like Blackbeard, where everyone is basically only working to like is really strong, but only works together on the basis of, yeah, we have so few common goals, we can, you know, do stuff. Eat the devil fruit, it fits you with determination. Yeah, One Piece was doing that long time ago, but, you know, it never spelled it out, so, like, this is probably one of the things why I think a lot of people are like, One Piece isn't so deep. Sorry, One Piece is just a series that doesn't tell you shit. You actually have to, you know, fucking see what the series is doing and all its nuances. And the title is great, but it's basically doing that a lot. Kind of as a joke, but yeah. So one of the things is that, you know, Destroy Heads basically get so far because, you know, they have basically a whole fucking lot of willpower. Okay? And what happens to a lot of crews that hit the Grand Line, as we see, a lot of them come far, but a lot disintegrate because the Grand Line is hell. Krieg literally went with 50 ships full with hundreds of men into the Grand Line, and they got all destroyed by one person. One singular person. But his arc ends with his second in command telling him they should give up the fight, but they will, you know, return and meet again with Luffy. We still don't know how, because Jin, his second in command, despite everything, believes in Don Krieg and wants him to be the greatest out there. So, then it was fucking silence. For decades. For 2 fucking decades. And then Egghead arc. There's one panel. And who do you see? Fucking Krieg, Pearl, and Pearl. Fucking Pearl made it. Krieg, Jin, and Pearl. On the, not only on the Grand Line, in the new fucking world. So, because I think a lot of people don't understand how fucking significant that is. Basically, the only crews that we know that made it to the Grand Line, into the new world, are either the worst generation, aka some of the most, you know, batshit insane, you know, crews around. And a lot of them literally just disintegrated the moment they meet with an emperor.
Enemy objective, Bravo 1.
Again, note that down. I mean, yeah, we have a bunch of people who are like, but Kid is like, Kid is just halfway. He needs Law to be effective. And then he basically sails into Shanks and gets obliterated with one fucking strike. It's just Rip Bozo. Like, he's like, no, I took down Big Mom. You took her down together with Law, you fucking idiot. Like, I can beat Shanks. I can beat Shanks. And Shanks is just like, yeah, if I let you proceed with any attack now, people will, you will do massive damage, so I will just end you with one strike. seriously.
Charlie 2
He just
is under attack.
jumps over the ocean to Kid's ship and it's just like, fuck you, destroys everything. It's fucking amazing. It's such a good panel. But that's the thing. The only worst generation crews that we know of
We are moving
that
to attack Alpha
survived
2.
the Grand Line and, you know, didn't bow down to an emperor are Luffy, who became an emperor.
Enemy assaulting one of our
Law and
objectives.
Kid are now basically gone. They will probably reform under Luffy because that's
The
kind of what
enemy has
happens.
fully seized control
And
of Sector
Beige.
Bravo.
Beige is his own thing. He's amazing. Like, you're like, oh, he's the mafioso and he likes to backstab people.
Troops,
Except
we
he's
are
the most
behind.
devoted husband
Let's
you will
start
ever
this
find
side.
on the planet.
Move out.
It's like they was like, yeah, okay, we need to probably throw in one good dad. Just so that there are too many deadbeat dads in One Piece. But yeah, no.
Incoming
Also, the
artillery.
East Blue is the
Destroy the
weakest
enemy.
of the blues. The one where, you know, the least strong pirates happen. And again, Krieg made it on his own to the New World. The only other crew from the East Blue we know of, besides Luffy that made it, was Buggy. And Buggy, first of all, he fails upwards by accident, and B, he's like, he was on the Grand Line before. He was literally on Roger's ship. So he knows that place. He has an advantage no one else has, actually.
Objective.
Okay,
Charlie
also
2
Buggy is like,
under
is gonna be
attack.
the final boss and people have not fucking realized that yet, which is amazing. We
We are
see time
moving
for
to
you to
attack
fish the
Delta
fishes.
1.
After Mrs. will just point capiche. Okay,
Enemy troops
Lena,
assaulting objective Charlie 2.
I'm not kidding you. He's literally like that. He's literally like that. Like, basically he infiltrated Big Mom. And you see, the thing with Big Mom is that she kind of marries her children into basically every crew she has. So it wasn't an arranged marriage, but like, he's like, I fucking love my wife. I will do everything for her. Like, if she's like, hey, I need to do this, and he's like, change of plan, boys, we are on the escape from a literal emperor, but I will support my wife baking cake now. Beige is just like that. He's just like, no. I'm going to put myself in harm's danger if it means being there for my wife. He is just like that.
We are moving to attack.
It's so funny when
Bravo
people are like,
1.
who are the best dads in One Piece, and like, I think one of the only, you know, quote-unquote, biological dads that doesn't suck is fucking Beige. And people forget that he's technically on that list. He's just recently won, but, you know, still.
Enemy has fully taken Sector Delta. Delta 1 has been lost.
Oh. Yeah, no, it's very fun. It's very funny though, because yeah, they cut Krieg and then it's like, everyone, oops,
Enemy objective Bravo 1.
you cut that
captured.
one crew you thought was irrelevant, and in reality you just kinda made it so that,
Enemy assaulting one of our objectives.
because like, yeah, they won't get to Krieg, but it's so fucking funny that they cut him, and everyone's like, yeah, it's just Krieg. How can Krieg be important? If you check this later, oops, Krieg's gonna be in the Grand Line, and we don't know which side he's on. Are they gonna be like, are we taking revenge for Luffy, or are they actually, you know, pro Luffy? Because that's a big question. I kind of hope that that there's gonna be like the twist ending that, you know, they run into Krieg, and they're like, oh shit, Krieg, do you want revenge? And then Krieg is like, hey, no, and then he just pulls out his Luffy fan club card, because that exists. It would be very funny to do. But
We are
then
moving
again,
to attack Delta
as
1.
said in another stream, I have the prediction that
Enemy
Blackbeard is
assaulting
gonna
one of
be
our
fought in a
objectives.
Davy back fight, so... And people really don't like to hear that because, like... I mean, I'm sorry, who do you think will actually oppose
Charlie
Luffy?
2 has been
Blackbeard
captured
is a
by
person
enemy forces.
who is, like, evil and shit. But A, Luffy doesn't hate him. And B, Blackbeard is someone who's very much opportunistic. Like, if he sees that he can't win, and you know, a Davy backfight is like,
Objective Charlie
you know, if you
1.
can win a Davy backfight, you probably can't win an open fight. You know, and if their interests align, he will probably just be like, yeah, you know, whatever.
We are moving to attack Alpha 1.
I just realized I probably need to explain the Davy
This target
backfight.
is ours.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We are moving to attack Delta 1. Troops, we are halfway through the battle. Enemy troops assaulting objective Bravo 1.
I mean, it can also be, it can be a lot. Like, hey, I also did boomer shooters on that day. And I can do
We
some
are
linear
moving to
horror as
attack
well.
Charlie 2.
I have no idea what that is.
We have neutralized Delta 1.
So,
Continue the
it's just,
offensive.
you know, I play a lot of survival horror because I like that. That genre specifically, and...
Sector Delta under control. Objective Bravo 1 secured. The enemy has fully seized control of Sector Bravo. Enemy assaulting one of our objectives. Our troops have taken Sector Charlie. Objective Charlie 2 secure. We are moving to attack Bravo 1.
Oh, the Chinese room. I mean... Need to look into it, actually. Like, the thing is I just don't really have money for a lot of stuff right now. And,
Objective Charlie 2 is under attack.
I mean, they're also doing, you know, the new Vampire the Masquerade title now, so... But I have that for free, so... Let's see what this guy is all about.
Starting to attack enemy's position. Objective Charlie 2.
Oh,
is
it's a
under
side dash
attack.
from Advanced Warfare. Also pink QVZ. Aussie Morgan should have,
Objective Charlie 2 is under attack. Initiating assault on Bravo 1. We are moving to attack Bravo 1. We lost control of our objectives. Incoming artillery. Destroy the enemy. Charlie 2 is now under enemy control. The enemy is nearing their objective at 75%. We cannot afford to lose ground.
Well, I say I'm
We are
very
moving to attack Charlie 2.
I'm gonna look forward what's getting announced today anyway, so... And we were probably gonna see more of Monster of the Wilds, so that's gonna be interesting.
Smoke support coming. Turn up the heat. Incoming artillery. Destroy the enemy.
Smokescreen support ready.
It's not going well for me right now.
Objective Delta 1 is under attack. Incoming artillery. Destroy the enemy. Smoke support coming. Turn up the heat.
Smokescreen support ready.
Enemy troops assaulting objective Delta 1. Smoke support coming. Turn up the heat.
Strategic beacon ready to deploy. Smokescreen support ready.
Charlie 1 has been compromised. We are moving to attack Alpha 2.
Enemy helicopter!
Enemy controls sector Charlie.
Enemy chopper right there!
We have taken control of sector Bravo. Objective Bravo 1 secured. Enemy have been pushed off Alpha 2. Prepare for defense. The enemy has secured their objective and our mission has failed.
Well, but yeah, I'm gonna. It's gonna be interesting what they announce today. Probably there are some updates and stuff, but like, probably not much about what I'm gonna be interested will be there. I just realized I should have probably tuned down the fan. Oops. We'll do that for the show. I mean, Monster Hunter is gonna be there, and I mean, yeah. I'm making so much Monster Hunter content recently that is kind of obligatory to do, in my opinion. Hey Claire, yeah, the Bloodborne. Honestly, it would be funny, but also, let's not forget. Elden Ring was announced at Gamescom, from what I remember. Like the update was at Gamescom. So it's not impossible that he does oh, one more thing, and then it's like you know. Well, who knows? Honestly, I have no idea what they want to do, because, like, I don't think that, you know, Sony's probably, yeah, how's it called? They're uninterested in it. Because it's a bit weird. It would be a bit weird if they would be, but, like, they probably ran into some problems, is what I'm saying. Let's do one more. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be like, oh no, they will never do it, but like, because they keep, you know, talking about it. Their social media channels keep talking about it.
I'll take care of everything.
Who knows? Who knows, honestly. And I don't know if it's inevitable. Maybe it's happening, but like, again, you know what? The PS5 Pro is like the Switch Pro for me at this point. Everyone's like, it's coming! But like, it's all like, oh yeah, I heard from someone that it's coming, that it's coming, and they're like, is it coming at this point? Maybe. But people forget that the Pro version of the PS5 happened not because of, you know, it didn't happen because, oh, people want a mid-gen upgrade. No. It happened because 4K TVs became the standard. And you needed stronger hardware to output 4K. And it was simply a better version to offer that.
We'll make another stand here. Hold the objectives as long as you can.
And we'll see. We'll see, honestly. Today is the show. We will see it together, and who knows. Oh yeah, Lena, question. Since the whole thing is just going until 22/10 p.m. Anyone still interested in maybe watching like one or two first episodes of Strike Witches afterwards on the stream? Like on the Discord, I mean. We kinda still wanted to do that at some point. I think it was like maybe Tuesdays. Honestly, I think Bloodborne was probably something.
Enemy assaulting one of our objectives.
Here's the thing, Claire. What I probably think that happened is that Bloodborne was supposed to be a simple remaster, because I think basic functionalities you could update very easily, and so it feels weird that, you know,
Defend the objective.
they didn't.
Not let
This
them
isn't
take
like
this
the
sector.
biggest problem. Again, Japan Studios has the code. They have a bunch of support studios. Making a patch for PS4 game is just not like the biggest problem, you know, a company like Sony should run into. Hell, a bunch of smaller titles they had just got updates because why not? The thing is just what I think happened was Bluepoint probably sat on it because that was probably the case. That makes the most
Enemy
sense.
attacking objective Alpha 1.
And then it spiraled out of control. Because I think Bluepoint probably wanted to put more work into it than, you know, I mean, it probably was to a degree easier because they could port a lot of shit, you know, simply from the engine, but, you know... Okay, here my thing, here my take on why I think Bloodborne Remaster remake probably takes a lot, probably takes longer. They ported the game into the, you know, they ported the game into their own engine. Then they were like, oh hey, you know what, let's just fix some of that, you know, close clipping and stuff that was, you know, kind of important and good for, you know, the game in the beginning. You know what, we can fix up the hair, but you know what, let's just redo all the models.
As long as you can.
Let's redo all the textures. I think this is how it went. They probably went...
Mission is clear. Secure this sector. Enemy neutralized. Objective Alpha 1.
And like, this is where it probably spiraled out of control. And here's the thing. What then probably happened, and this is probably why I think Bloodborne Remake, you know, if it definitely spiraled out of control, because again, we had a bunch of very solid confirmations alongside the Demon's Souls remake that they probably worked on a remaster, and that didn't come. Why? Because here's the thing. I think the moment they started being, hey, we can rework how the game is looking, how about we redo also some stuff that maybe was, you know, not doable. So one of the obvious things I would say that will happen is if you see remasters like Remake, you will be able to open the door, you know, from the church, upper ward to the Cleric Beast fight. You know, the thing they cut because, you know, loading times and stuff.
Enemy tank, mark!
I mean, it was rebranded, but like, this is also probably one of the biggest indications that they're still working on something, because in general, I would say, you know, they're probably more chill. I mean, in general, I'd say it's so funny that people try to do paint this as, you know, the same as Nintendo when, you know, they were like, hey, you need to scrub some stuff off, which is like, you know, that's nice, but like, it's definitely like, hey, we are fine with some, you know, forms of fan games, but, you know, some are more like... let me put it like this. They definitely were more interested in, you know, not letting it become too goofy, which is like, they want to do something with it, still. So we'll see.
Objective Bravo 1 is under attack. Bravo 2.
But yeah, I'd say the thing with Bloodborne Remake is it probably spiraled out of control. There's yeah, that's the thing. Because like, okay, here's the thing. I'd say the Bloodborne remake was probably like, they were like, okay, yeah, that's fine. It's still, you know, playing into the same gameplay and stuff, but like the card thing was definitely yeah, they are working onto something. And still, you know, telling Dev to be like, hey, if you you know, if you take a bit of the name plating off, we're fine. That's like, it's so funny that people try to make this like, oh, it's the same as Nintendo. Not really, no. Nintendo would kill your dog and then say cease and desist.
Defend the objectives. Do not let them take this sector.
But yeah, no, they probably are working on something. It probably just takes them longer because here are my two guesses what they're doing. First of all,
We lost control of our objective.
yeah.
Objective Bravo 1 secured.
Yeah, it's like it is kind of bonkers to me that people try to be like, oh, Nintendo is good for the gaming industry and you know Sony is the destructor. And like, here's the thing: if you have a petty beef over third-person games, fine. I mean, it's not like Nintendo had a whole generation where everything was a third-person platformer. Yeah, they probably would have done that. But like, this is the thing. From the whole record of what happened, Sony was, like, especially in recent years, their whole pattern was way more open, way nicer to a lot of fan content. And
Enemy
devs in
approaching one
general.
of our objectives.
Yeah, the only thing they do is good games. But they do them on their own. The rest is just, you know, fucking scorched earth. And again, it is wild to me that people forget that a lot of indie studios over the last decade have been founded by Sony and are still independent. Which is like,
We are moving to attack Bravo
Really?
2.
are we just gonna forget that? I don't know. But yeah, I guess let's have a Satan and then we can pretend that Nintendo is without fail and has no problems. Danke. Hey D6, how are you doing? Welcome to the pre-stream. You staying around? We're watching the Gamescom restream afterwards. I know there's gonna be Battlefield announcements though. I mean, the player card from today was kind of wild, wasn't it? That thing was cool. Oh yeah, everyone wondering. Funny thing. There is currently this whole thing that, you know, basically it was a Season 8 for Battlefield 2042, but that was axed, and they're, you know, kind of repurposing content, and there's still the thing that they might have had one or two maps in plan / probably are still finishing up.
It's now under enemy control.
The thing is just, we're now slowly unraveling where those would
Defend
be,
the objective.
and
Do
the funniest
not
part
let them
is
take
that
this sector.
basically they kept talking about an island, and because the location it was coming from, you know, there was first talk about, everyone thought it was somewhere in Norway. Until now, where they, you know, released a player card where it was like, it's coalition territory, so like, yeah, no, that's Asia, and it lines up way more with Iwo Jima, which, honestly, I'd be so fucking down if we get Iwo Jima 2042. You would, you know, I'd be insufferable if that's the case. You have not met me when I'm insufferable or something.
The enemy is weakened.
Okay,
but we
Agonia
can't
maybe
let
has.
them break through.
You definitely met me already at when I'm insufferable about something.
Yeah,
And then you
We
just
are
tell me
moving
to shut the fuck
attack
up.
Bravo 2.
that's how it works.
Except when I get you into it.
Then you're not talking bullshit.
I mean, more insufferable about it. I like it, and I keep talking about you like I am not interested.
Yeah, okay.
Defend the objective. Do not let them take this sector. Enemy objective Bravo 2 neutralized.
So yeah, that's gonna be the big thing, and I'm like very interested if that actually turns out to be true. I mean, it feels like they still have something in Norway up there, but like, yeah, you know, side thing. Oh well. I'm interested. Maybe Bloodborne Remastered is coming. Again, I think the big problems they ran into were
Bravo
probably.
2 has been captured by enemy forces.
So I think they have 3 things that hold them back, and they are probably progressively more progressively more of a challenge. So the first one is easy. It's a dot, you know, between the upper church ward and the cleric beast fight. That's easy. That's like every modern PC and every
Starting to
PS5.
attack enemy's position.
They just loads it. No problem. That you chug through that, okay? That's just like they probably make the transitions, you know, between the areas smoother, but they were already, you know, kind of perfect. Second thing, the second thing that probably will happen.
We lost control
Remember
of
that
our
one
objective.
trapdoor in Bergenworth?
The enemy has a 25%
Remember that one
capacity.
trapdoor a lot of
Good
people
work.
just went fucking nuts about? They were like, oh yeah, we probably can open that some way, and then you couldn't, because there was nothing
Defend the
there.
objective.
And probably
Do
something
not
was
let
cut.
them take this sector.
Yeah.
Bravo 1 has been
If
lost.
you ask me, that is probably the second thing where
We
they
are taking Bravo 1.
run into the good old, we kind of want to maybe restore some cut content shit, because that door drove people up the walls. They probably thought, okay, we can add something there. We can. That should be doable, right? But, and this is in my opinion not the biggest thing that will hold them
Starting
up,
to attack enemy's position.
because just take a wild guess. Honestly,
The enemy is on their last
I
leg.
can probably see if they add just something like you know, you do something, you can open it with something that's maybe some small section on there, maybe a boss fight, and you just unlock an extra armor set. Similar to, you know, in Demon's Souls you could unlock the Penetrator armor set after you did a bit of a collection hunt. That was wonderful. That was just one of the best additions they did to the Demon's Souls remake. And people are like, oh no, it's the Demon's Souls remake. The Demon's Souls remake is good. God fucking damn. I played both games. And I can guarantee you, a lot of the whining about the remake being worsened was by people who never played the original game. Like, side by side, it's definitely not...
has been lost. Enemy controls sector Bravo.
Especially since, you know, you know, the remake orientates itself way more with what, you know, From Software was striving for anyway. You know, the Berserk stuff. I don't know. It's a boss. It's a boss called the Penetrator.
Enemy on our turn.
They made his armor an armor set. And that's cool. So I think that's probably the thing in Bergenworth. But like, Claire, question. Imagine you're a dev. And your thing is about making the best remakes possible. Also, we are going to leave this match because it's taking too long now. Sorry. This is simply due to the fact that we need to kind of leave this. It's just hey, there's more stuff, which is cool. Hey, where is it? Oh, okay. I asked you something. Yeah. You're a dev. What do you think would probably, and you're priding yourself of making the best possible remakes, you know, in existence. What would be the biggest problem you would naturally run into if you got the task of, you know, doing Bloodborne. It's kind of obvious if anyone thinks about it. Okay, by the way, I need to do something, and we are literally back in a second. There we go. Everyone? Da-da. So, yeah, everyone, I'm going to be back in a second. Literally, don't tune away, just reload the site, back in a second.